It's 6:33 Central Time as Weiss fouls that one back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Weiss, a .292 hitter. Get a senior in this lineup for Coach Thompson as that pitch just missed high. Fastball from Jump, even it up 1-1.
Although Weiss is a shortstop, not related to Walt Weiss.
The 1-1 sails upstairs. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, are you an old timer if you know who Walt Weiss is at this point?
Yeah, you're showing your age just a bit. There's the 2-1, but good is good as this one's fouled off. Yeah. So in baseball, which is such a sport linked to history, even the youngest baseball fans know those great ones. As this one fouled off, make it 2-2. Weiss awaits. Jump fires and a swing and a miss. Got him to chase that one up. Fastball coming at him at 94 miles an hour and 1 gone. Again, Jump coming off a 14 strikeout performance last Friday, and what really LSU went to Columbia, Missouri in a must-win situation. Yeah, Jump started the weekend and was phenomenal.
When he's got both pitches working early, he's got a chance to strike out a lot of hitters, and so far it looks good through 1 at bat.
Freeman now will stand in. First delivery high with the heat, and it's 1-0.
Last week went 7 innings, 3 hits, only 1 run allowed, and as you mentioned, 14 strikeouts and 1 walk.
Freeman, the right-hander, awaits, and the 1-0. A strike on the inside corner at the belt to even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Freeman, one of a couple of freshmen in the lineup here. Kind of a good mix for Coach Thompson with young and old, so to speak. The 1-1 down the middle for a strike. Wasn't looking for that fastball, and Freeman falls behind. 1-2. Native of Flowery Branch, Georgia. Junior college baseball at St. John's River. Making his way to the Plains. The 1-2 lifted in the air, foul out of play right side. We'll keep it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Auburn going with the gray unis tonight with the Auburn Navy numbers. LSU in the all whites, purple piping. Tigers across the chest. Jump gets the sign. Now the 1-2 pitch. Freeman stays back and it misses outside to even up 2-2. I mentioned at the outset of tonight's broadcast, both LSU picked a lot higher preseason by the SEC coaches to start the season than they find themselves at the current moment. Staying away is Freeman on a pitch that's just a bit high. Again, steady diet of fastballs from Gage Jump, but will fill the count 3-2. Auburn picked to finish 5th in the SEC West, which again, a lot of things can change over the next 4 weeks. The 3-2 bouncing ground ball, high hop, a handle by Braswell. Under control, he'll throw to first for the 2nd out of the inning on the 6-3 ground out. But goes to show you again, every year there's always going to be some surprises in SEC baseball. The one thing's for sure though, Doug, always really good teams, and we've seen that this year, and you've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. Top 4 in the league will battle it out, but really you look at 5 through 14, it could be anybody's middle of the pack by the time we finish the regular season. We'll see Cooper McMurray, a left-hander. Nice breaking ball from Jump, outside corner, called strike. 0-1.
Yeah, Cooper McMurray having a pretty good year. 350 so far. He started all 40 games.
Swings and skies it to left field. Josh Pearson settling back. Josh shy of the track. Will have it for out number 3. So Gage Jump.
Kind of unique for Dylan Watts to start in the bullpen the whole season basically, and move to the starting Friday night role when SEC starts.
Kling just got out of the way, just missed his elbow for a high ball 1. Kling in SEC play, batting just 179. They appeal down to first. They'll say Paxton held back. It's now 2-0.
You know what really stands out on the stat line though, 20 strikeouts, only 3 walks and 20 innings of work.
Watch the 2-0 on a called strike to make it 2-1 now to Kling. 91-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees, outer half, make it 2-1.
from a JUCO in Tacoma, Washington, to the SEC in just 1 year.
The 2-1 this time. Paxton couldn't hold back. Home plate umpire David Savage says he goes around. That'll even it up now to the Tiger center fielder. It's 2-2. By the way, Damian Beal at first base, Chuck Pack at second, Michael Carroll at third, and the aforementioned David Savage behind the plate calling balls and strikes. 2-2 delivery. There's a called strike three. A couple of fastballs and a nice breaking ball. Paxton with no offer, down on strikes, one away. Watts records his first strikeout. The first batter he faces now, it'll be Ashton Larson, the true freshman out of Overland Park, Kansas, who has certainly gotten off to a great campaign. In fact, last weekend batted an even .500 in that series against Missouri. And he leads LSU in SEC play, batting .395. First pitch to the left-hander, send it high in the air down the line in left, giving chase, but about 9 rows into the seats out of play, and it's 0-1. Defensively for Auburn, Guevara at third, Weiss at shortstop, Hernandez at second base, McMurray holding things down at first. In the outfield, you've got Freeman, Stanfield, and Ballou left to right. Strickland behind the plate completes the battery with Dylan Watts. The 0-1 to Larson. Ground ball towards second. Hernandez having to come over to his left, but nice play. Gloves it, throws to first, and now 2 gone. Here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, we're seeing all the off-speed stuff. In fact, we've seen all 3 so far: fastball, slider, changeup. And you know that breaking ball that he struck Paxton Kling out? They have it listed as slider, but it looked like more of a slurve to me. Had some downward action. Uh-oh, we got some custom cleats in the box. Look at those puppies.
Tommy White stands in with 2 down. First delivery, swing in the air to right field. Ballou coming over with room in fair territory. Will usually glove it for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down. Scoreless as we hit the top of the second inning. Gage jump ready to go. Cale Strickland, cleanup hitter for Auburn, takes the first pitch, a called strike, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, only his 10th start of the year. A freshman hitting .381 so far, though.
Stays away from one missing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Strickland hails from Watkinsville, Georgia. Pitch missing low. Good eye. That'll make it 2 balls, 1 strike. North Oconee High School, the top 300 player in the class, including number 35 overall players. He'll swing, send one into shallow center field. Kling, though, not playing very deep, able to get under it for the first out of the inning. Gage jump now retiring 4 in a row.
Yeah, only 16 pitches. You take 4 pitches per batter all day.
Christian Hall, a senior, batting .247, another left-hander in the lineup. Will stand in now for Auburn. Tommy White playing just off the infield cut at third as that pitch under the elbows and inside, missing ball 1.
Yeah, Christian Hall actually second on the team in homers this year. He has 7. Trails Cooper McMurray, who has 12.
The 1-0. There's a strike to even it up, 1-1 as he comes back with a fastball. Auburn without Ike Irish, their leading hitters on the season. In fact, leading hitter in SEC play. The 1-1 is high above the letters. 2 balls, 1 strike to Christian Hall. That's a big loss offensively for a team that comes in on the season batting .274. .247 in league play. You lose a guy like Irish for what we're told from Coach Thompson, 1 to 3 weeks. That one fouled back into the screen. Evens account, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taking a look at tonight's ingredients for success. Brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, official catering service of LSU Athletics. Jay Johnson said it comes down to Gage jump executing his pitches the way he did Friday. Is Hall going to fly this one up shallow center field? Stephen Milam, the second baseman, calls everyone off, and the freshman makes the play for the second out. I mean, jump was effective last week. That Missouri got just 3 hits off jump all night long. This one rocketed to right field, but going to hit right at Larson. And Ashton Larson fields it quickly. And again, another 1-2-3 inning goes Auburn. And innings, we hit the bottom of the second inning, scoreless thus far. Dylan Watts dealing for Auburn. Gage Jump doing the same for LSU here in the early going. First pitch to Jones. And a called strike to the Tigers cleanup hitter. And it's 0-1. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake champions for Louisiana. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. The 0-1 to Jones. Sent foul back into the screen. And he falls behind quickly, 0-2.
I was going to say, I like this matchup for Jared Jones against a strike thrower, but only if he doesn't go 0-2.
Watts looks in. Now the 0-2 pitch. Jones sends it high in the air to right center field. Giving it a look and plenty of room. Just about a foot away from the wall in right. Ballou makes the play. You can hear the swell of the crowd. Ballou, though, got about as far as you can get without his back being to the wall. Stopped and settled under it. Makes the play for a long but loud out number one.
I'll tell you, if we could see that swing again from Jared Jones, I mean, just shows you how much power he has. He was almost completely stretched out over the plate. Almost hit it with one hand, really. And still almost enough to get it out of here.
Now we'll see Josh Pearson. Pearson batting .236. One of the veterans on this team. He's certainly been a contributor since his freshman campaign. As that first pitch a strike from Watts off speed, and it's 0-1. He's been in and out of the lineup for Coach Johnson throughout the season. There's a swing and a miss. Quickly Watts works ahead, 0-2. Of course, Kling in center field, Larson, Mac Bingham, Josh Pearson, Jake Brown. There were a number of players vying for time in the outfield. Pearson here of late getting more action as we head down the stretch. And if you look back at his last two seasons, that's when he's really come on strong. Here's the 0-2 to Josh. Stays away and misses low, 1-2.
Speaking of strong, those cleats are strong too. Another pair of custom kicks down there, it looks like. Look at those things.
Are we going aqua blue, baby blue?
What that is? What color? I'm not saying I don't like it though.
Yeah, no, just maybe indescribable blue. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Watts gets it by him. Again, off speed. The outer portion of the plate. Pearson late and could not get a hold of it. Second strikeout of the game for Auburn's Dylan Watts. And now we'll see Hayden Travinski. Travinski's average dipped down under 300, batting .294. .281 in SEC competition. And last weekend was 2 of 10 against Missouri. The 2 down, the pitch, and Travinski off the end of the bat lifts it foul out of play. Catches the overhang, and it's 0-1. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Find your nearest location, order online, or order in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win. 2 outs, no score, bottom of the second. Watts 0-1 pitch. A called strike as Travinski could not fully commit. Again, Watts doing a good job, Doug, getting ahead of hitters.
He's a strike thrower. Got to be up there ready to swing the bat early in the count.
Travinski awaits. Here's the 0-2. Off the end of the bat to center field. Dropping quickly. Going back. Scoreless ball game. Top of the third. Coming your way from Alex Box Stadium. Auburn and LSU doing battle. Auburn will have leading things off. Eric Guevara. Pitch missing low from Jump, and quickly Guevara has the favor. Count. 2 balls, no strikes. Batting for the first time tonight, hitting .207 on the year. Pitch to the Auburn third baseman. Swung on, sent foul into the screen. That'll make it 2-1. Tenacity, thrills, capability. It's the 2024 Toyota Tundra. It's as adventurous as you make it. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer. Visit Toyota.com today. Adventure, it's what we share. Another pitch fouled back out of play. That'll even things up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jump. The 2-2. And again, same result. Spoils a fastball back foul off the bat of Guevara, and it's 2-2.
Eric Guevara, born in Panama City, Panama.
Two delivery and another foul ball. This one just missed. That one in on the hands. He sends it straight back. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Another guy just making his 10th start of the year.
2-2, sails outside and low from Jump. That'll fill the count.
Actually, of his career. A couple freshmen in the starting lineup.
The foul balls. Guevara still battles at the plate. And a fastball from Jump. Still 3-2.
Actually, there's 3 starting freshmen tonight for Auburn. 2 seniors. A couple juniors.
Payoff delivery and a swing. Foul tip held on to by Milazzo. And Guevara down on strike. So Jump wins the battle there. His 2nd strikeout of the night. 1 gone here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Jump, one of those guys able to pitch at the top of the strike zone and get a lot of swing and misses. They call it induced vertical break. Looks like the ball's actually rising a little bit out of his hand.
Cade Ballou, another freshman, a left-hander, takes the first pitch for his strike. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, that thing's nasty.
Ballou, hometown boy from right there in Auburn, Alabama. Watch this pitch. Across the plate, falls behind 0-2. Attended Auburn High School. Perfect game. Said he was the number 3 player in the state of Alabama. The 0-2 pitch upstairs. Elevated fastball. Ballou stays away. Hitting .283. Getting his 14th start of the year for Coach Thompson and company. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2. Fouled off the bat, rolls to the backstop. Still remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Auburn has had their share of tough losses on the season. 1-2. Sails away to the left-hander. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In fact, Jay Johnson said earlier this week, he said you can really draw some similarities
I was just thinking that.
To both Auburn and LSU, especially with their schedule and really some games that they felt like they both let slip away. The 2-2. Little bouncer up the middle. Milam sliding, makes the play. The throw to first in the dirt. Jones unable to glove it, and arriving safely will be Ballou.
Yeah, that
ball
was.
Game gets their first base runner.
That was a heck of an effort there from Stephen Milam out at second base. About all he could do to catch it and get rid of it as quickly as possible. And Ballou can move a little bit, so that'll be, again, like you said, first base runner, first hit of the game.
And the infield single put Ballou down at first base. It's 1 for 2 in stolen bases on the year. And Auburn, a team that will use their speed, but also will use small ball when need be. Coach Johnson said defensively they talked over the last 2 days about preparing for push bunt attempts, traditional bunt attempts, squeeze plays, you name it. As Hernandez stands in, and the pitch misses low. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, and he's a senior who's really struggled this season. You can see that Butch Thompson's really tried to believe in him. He's given him 25 starts, but hitting still 175.
Pitch to Hernandez. Rope but foul. Line drive shot into the seats in left. And fan making a pretty good play there. It's a nice hand from those around him. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hernandez.
Well, as we know, you got to be ready for those foul balls and the home run balls.
1 ball, 1 strike, runner at first with just 1 down. Scoreless game, and now Jump. Keep an eye on Ballou to the right side. Hernandez out of Danbury, Connecticut, started at UConn Avery Point, played 2 seasons there. Last year headed south to Jacksonville State. The 1-1 in the air to center field. Kling going back a few steps, now moving to his right as the wind carries him towards left center field, but he's able to make the play for the second out of the inning. That will return Ballou back to first base.
Yeah, there's just enough wind up there to make sure that no fly ball is necessarily a routine fly ball. You saw Paxton Kling, he dropped the right hip. That's where the ball, or the left hip, that's where the ball started off, and he had to swivel around and almost run a full 40 feet or so to come back and get it.
Back to the top of the order. Again, another throw over to keep an eye on Ballou. It'll be Cooper Weiss again at the plate. Weiss, a strikeout victim to Jump to start the game in the first frame. Pitch to the plate, outside and high, and it's 1-0. Weiss, 3 years as a Chanticleer at Coastal Carolina. 2022 and played a year at Miami of Ohio. So there's an off-speed pitch for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Another 2023, I should say. Weiss was at Miami of Ohio. Started in 53 games. Runner goes, the 1-1. Sent back foul into the screen, and now Weiss falls behind 1-2.
Man, both pitchers throwing a ton of strikes here early on. 83% strikes for Auburn starter Dylan Watts. 18 pitches, 15 strikes. How about that? And Gage Jump, not too shabby himself. 64%, 42 pitches, 27 strikes.
2 outs, runner at first, and the 1-2 to the plate. Swing and a miss. Top shelf fastball.
The LSU Sports Radio Network.
Michael Braswell will start it off for LSU. His first bat of the night stands in. As Dylan Watts ready to get back to work, he fires the first delivery off speed, misses low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Braswell batting .345 in SEC play. Righty on righty matchup, and a chopping ground ball to third. Fielding it low is Guevara. Under control, makes a good throw to first. And Braswell quickly retired for 1 away. Fan SeatGeek, now the official ticket marketplace of LSU athletics. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Tiger fans can fan. We'll see Stephen Milam, freshman for the Tigers, coming to the plate, batting .304. Started 37 of 40 games for LSU. First pitch, and Milam swings. High fly ball to left field. Freeman camps out underneath it, battling the wind, and he's able to make the play for a quick second out of the inning. And that brings us to Alex Milazzo, veteran catcher. The Tigers getting his 14th start of the year. And again, you listen to Jay Johnson coming off the Missouri series win. One of the things he mentioned multiple times, Doug, was we really do get a lot of great leadership in game from Alex Milazzo.
Oh, for sure. For sure. There's a lot of experience there. And this, I was just about to say, this
pitchers, well, he gives them instant feedback. And then again, usually gives a pretty good battle at the plate. Again, he's improved his hitting over the last 2 seasons. And with 2 outs, we'll see what he offers here against Watts, who so far has been spectacular. In the first pitch, a strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1.
How does this guy go 8 straight outings out of the bullpen?
The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike. Now it's 0-2. Well, Jay mentioned to me,
like, it's not a start on Tuesday. It's like Tennessee, here we go, you know. Sorry.
Said he was on about a 73-75 pitch count. at least in previous times. We'll see. Again, he's very efficient so far.
I was going to say, at this rate, that would get him through maybe the 9th inning.
That one just missed outside and low. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Milazzo, who, by the way, Alex batting .214 with 2 outs in the inning. Setting up outside is Strickland, the Auburn catcher, and the 1-2 from Watts is there, but too far off the plate. 2-2. This time Strickland a little closer to Milazzo, the right-hander, and the pitch is there. A swing and a miss, and Watts with his 3rd strikeout. Auburn comes up, top of the 4th inning. Freeman to lead it off. He grounded out to Michael Braswell back in the 1st inning, his first at bat. First pitch off speed, a strike from Gage Jump, and it's 0-1. Pitch to Freeman, another off speed over the plate. Quickly Jump works ahead, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, fastball called, strike 3. Bing, bang, boom. Gage Jump. Off speed, then the heater. Gage records his 4th strikeout tonight. Quickly 1 gone.
Yeah, both these pitchers, I mean, coming right after your throat early on. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Both have been very impressive getting ahead of batters.
Now we'll see McMurray flat out to left field, and Josh Pearson. And again, Jump using the off speed to get ahead early. 0-1. Just off the plate, evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch to the left-hander, foul tip. Fastball in on the hands will get Jump ahead. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Murray last year finished a .272 average on the year. It's the 1-2 outside. Even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hails from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Murray started his college career at Kansas before transferring to Auburn in the SEC. There's the 2-2 from Jump. Breaking ball fouled out of play. Still 2-2. LSU Athletics would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. 41 starts for Auburn a year ago. Led the team with on-base percentage. The 2-2 against sent foul out of play. Left field side. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. LSU with a defensive shift. They move Braswell right of second base. Milam playing a good 15-20 feet into shallow right field. Jones hugging the first base line to the left-handed hitting McMurray. 2-2 again, trying to lay back. Fouls this one out of play, left field way. McMurray battling off a couple of fastball offerings from Jump. Trying to wait on it a little bit, beat the shift here with 1 out, nobody on. Scoreless game in the top of the 4th. Here's the 2-2 from Jump. Again, high in the air, but this one playable as Pearson, though, gets back to the track with room and eventually has it for the 2nd out of the inning. Infield playing straight up to the right-handers. Jump's pitch misses high and outside for ball 1. (1-0) out front swinging. Strickland evens it up 1-1. Wind picking up again, been blowing pretty steady tonight. Flags fully unfurled, blowing right to left towards the scoreboard as this one knocked towards the alley in right center, but Larson with a great jump. Right fielder able to get over in time for the 3rd out of the inning. Dylan Watts continuing to work well for Coach Thompson in Auburn. First delivery to Kling. Missed high with a breaking ball above the letters, and it's 1-0. Watts 3 innings of work, 3 strikeouts. And as Doug has told you, since he began tonight's game, he's been a strike machine. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike to even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kling atop the order for LSU.
Like a pitching machine out there.
Here's the 1-1 to Kling. That one across the middle. Off speed, but gets him ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kling will take a few moments, step out, now dig back in. Setting up outside is Strickland to the right-handed hitter, and the 1-2 is right there, but just missed the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Watts 0-1 in SEC play, again with a 7.82 ERA in league action. As Kling tried to hold back, though appeal down to first. They say he did. Pitch was low, and that'll fill the count.
You can't. You've got to make sure you don't look at any statistics right now because they don't matter. I mean, the 20 strikeouts and 3 walks. We knew he was going to throw strikes, but goodness, this is a whole different level.
Payoff delivery upcoming.
26 pitches, 20 strikes up to this point.
The pitch. Called strike 3. Kling thought it was low. He was off and running to first base, but ruled strike 3. And Watts records his 4th strikeout tonight.
And the plate for LSU, right fielder.
Just about the perfect pitch.
So now we'll see Larson grounded out to Hernandez at second base back in the 1st inning. Righty on lefty matchup, and a swing and a foul tap comes off the bat, and maybe the equipment of Strickland, the catcher, and it's 0-1. LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, Bridgeway Hospice, your champion's choice in comfort and compassionate care. Bridgeway Hospice. 1 out, nobody on. The 0-1 to Larson. Way out in front, swinging. 0-2. Interesting talking to Coach Johnson before the game. He said, hey, look, our guys did a good job last week of forcing Missouri's pitchers to throw strikes. Dylan Watts is doing that, and LSU has not been able to really put a lot of solid contact up to this point, as that one low and inside make it 1-2. Haven't seen the Tigers chase a lot of bad pitches.
Well, there hadn't been a lot to chase.
That's because Dylan Watts hasn't thrown many bad pitches. Here's the 1-2. And a ground ball sharply hit.
Wow.
Gets right on McMurray quickly, but the first baseman handles it and will make his way to first unassisted for out number 2.
Yeah, that was an ugly hop over there. A heck of a job by McMurray of covering it up. And that's about the hardest hit ball of the game for the Tigers so far.
So with 2 down, we'll see Tommy White. White with a fly ball out to right field. And his first at bat. Will face Watts for a 2nd time, and he will launch this one high in the air to right center field. Giving chase to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. Tommy White, home run number 16 on the season. And he will finally get real solid contact off Dylan Watts. Goes deep to right center to make it a 1-0 LSU lead.
Yeah, Tommy White, there's no doubt about that one off the barrel of the bat, 106 miles an hour, and that's what makes him special right there, his ability to hit the ball with power to the opposite field.
So White brings the crowd to life here. With 2 outs, LSU able to strike to get the first run up on the board. Now we'll see Jared Jones, who put a charge into one deep to right field, but handled by Ballou back in the 2nd inning. Pitch to Jones, and it's a strike from Watts. 0-1.
And for a minute, if you're watching at home, you might be wondering, why do they keep showing the guy out in left field with the hard hat on? Well, his name's Corey, and Tuesday night he took a Tommy White home run right off the top of the melon. He's okay, obviously, but did you see him just now? He was pulling for his guy Tommy White on that home run.
Pitch misses low to Jones to make it 1-1. Watts trying to shake off the solo home run, the 1-1 pitch, and Jones swings it foul. And Watts works ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
There he is. He's got his Tommy Tank shirt on. He's a beaut.
One ball, 2 strikes. Watts fires. High outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
About that home run. Speaking of home runs, about that home run Jared Jones hit Tuesday night to dead center over everything out there.
I got to tell you, I was more impressed that you calculated it in real time within 2 feet. That's impressive. The 2-2, big swing, a mile high, but out of play to the right, which again, it was impressive for Jared to hit it. I was impressed that you were able to really come up with that mathematical number very quickly.
You want me to tell you something, the truth? And
Yeah,
this
you
is
cheated?
the truth. Nope.
Okay.
I was thinking 448 and I rounded up. But in my mind, I was like, 448.
So you really had it right
in
on
my
it.
mind,
Yeah.
I had it dead on the number, but I said 450.
2-2 pitch upstairs and a swing and a miss, and we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading things off will be Christian Hall. Pitch to the left-hander from Jump, misses low, and it's 1-0. Hall today 0 for 1. Fly ball out shallow center to Stephen Milam. Is this one a ground ball down the first base line foul, and it's 1-1. Tigers 1 run on 1 hit. Auburn scoreless with 1 hit. 1-1 to Hall. A bender in for a strike. Nice pitch by Jump. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quite the battle to our left over here at Tiger Park. Number 6 LSU, number 15 Arkansas tied 1-1 in the 6th. And SEC softballs. That pitch inside at the belt. We're leaving it up 2-2 now to Hall.
Thought you were talking about the potato sack race in between innings there for a minute.
That was
That
close.
was quite
too.
the battle as well.
2-2, a breaking ball and a bouncer to first. High hop handle by Jones. Race to the bag, and Jared gets there in time to record out number 1.
I tell you what, people pay big money to see 2 big old boys like that run into each other, and that was close. They were both coming downhill. That would have been interesting.
You almost could see they locked eyes and said, I'll get there first.
That was close.
So now we'll see Stanfield come to the plate. He had a fly ball out to right field. Moving quite along here in game 1. Thanks to the performances thus far by Gage Jump, Dylan Watts, both starting pitchers. First pitch breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 1-0 to Stanfield.
It's like, who's going to flinch first? And Jump gave up the first hit. Watts gave up the first run. There's another hit.
There's a gap into left center field. Nice swing by Stanfield, a 1-out single. Get Auburn their second base runner of the game. Jump left that one up. Stanfield timed it out.
Well, he got up there ready to hit. I mean, they're both getting ahead of every hitter, and he got up there looking for that first pitch over the plate, took advantage of it.
Guevara now a strikeout victim his first time up. As again, Jump going to keep an eye on the base runners for Auburn.
Yeah, Stanfield 6 of 7 on the season, outside of Cooper Weiss, who, by the way, at the top of the lineup's 26 of 31 in stolen bases. One of the leading base stealers on this team.
Get another quick throw over. Stanfield back easily. 6:30 first pitch tonight. It'll be a 6 o'clock start tomorrow. And then a 1 p.m. first pitch on Sunday to finish out this series. And again, Jump Keep an eye on Stanfield. He'll throw over to first.
In case you're wondering, Gates jumps up to 68 pitches. And Dylan Watts only at 43 through his first 4 innings.
Another throw over to keep an eye on Stanfield. Guevara waiting for the first offering. He waits at the plate. Jump now will fire, and it misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. We mentioned Weiss with 26 stolen bags. Stanfield 6 of 7. Hernandez 7 of 8. There's a swing and a miss. Evens the count 1-1. It's not as if everybody in the Auburn lineup is a threat to steal, but those that are very effective. You compare the two teams on the season. 63 stolen bases for Auburn. LSU with 28. As again, Jump's going to throw over. Try to keep a closer leash on Stanfield over there.
Yeah, but literally, like you said, 5 guys in the Auburn lineup with 0 stolen base attempts, 1 with only 2.
1 ball, 1 strike. Jump brings it to the plate, and it's sent back foul by Guevara into the screen. Jump will work ahead now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's a 1-0 LSU lead. Tommy White deposited a home run ball over the fence in right center. Tigers got on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes with a runner at first, and the pitch. Again, Guevara swinging much like he did in his first at bat. He went down by strikeout, but he certainly made Gage Jump work the first time around. Trying to do the same here. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Just noticed both pitchers have done a great job too through the first 4 innings. And for Gage Jump here in the 5th, they've retired the leadoff batter, which of course makes things much easier for a defense.
And again, Jump going to throw over to first. Jump so far 4 1/3. He's given up 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. And now they catch him in a rundown. The throw from Jones to second. Braswell applies the tag. And the ball came out. So safe at second is going to be Stanfield after Jump got exactly what he wanted. Braswell couldn't hold on. May have been knocked out of the glove on the slide by Stanfield, but it certainly looked like LSU was going to be able to empty the bases. But
yeah, Stanfield's knee hit the glove of Braswell and kind of jarred the ball out. I'm not really sure if the throw beat him or not, but Gage Jump just kept going to that pick because if he was going to steal, it was going to be on first move. And like you said, partner, had exactly what he wanted, just not able to execute.
Guevara swings and fouls it off to the right side. So Stanfield, with his 8th stolen base of the year, gets Auburn their first base runner in scoring position here. Potential tying run down at second base with just 1 out in the top of the 5th. That completely changes the complexion if you're Gage Jump, who, as you said, Doug, did everything he was supposed to do to keep Stanfield from getting to scoring position. Here's the 1-2. And another foul by Guevara.
I tell you, Guevara refusing to go down here. I don't know if that's the 4th or 5th foul ball with the 1-2 count.
Tommy White staying a little closer for 2 reasons. A right-handed hitter, and Stanfield certainly with the ability to try to advance to third. Here's the 1-2. Again, Guevara will send it foul above the first base dugout of LSU, and it's now still 1-2. Guevara batting an even 200 on the year, 200 with runners in scoring position. In just his 31st plate appearance, as Doug pointed out, not a lot of experience so far this year. 7 runs batted in. There's the 1-2. And again,
wow,
right on cue, another foul ball.
Yeah, strikeout or not here, he'll get more at bats if he continues to give at bats like this.
This will be pitch 77 upcoming, but first a timeout. As Alex Milazzo going to make his way out to the mound here.
67 he started. This will be the 10th pitch of this at bat coming up.
1 out, top of the 5th. The runner down at second base. Stanfield aboard on a single to left center, then stole second base after it appeared he would be caught in a rundown. That pitch low and inside, they tell us, for ball 2. And I say they tell us, and I mean David Savage. His opinion's the only one that matters.
Yeah, that could have gone either way. That was in the 50-50 zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Jump fires, and Guevara launches to right field. Larson on the run. Larson at the track, reaches up with the glove, makes the play, whips it back into the infield quickly. That brings Stanfield back to second base. And Larson going to get a hand. That one, number 1, if it gets by you, is all kinds of trouble. We got a tie ball game. Number 2, it was deep to right field, and even with the speed of Stanfield, Larson kept him at bay. As now we have Nate Yeske, the pitching coach, coming out to visit with Gage Jump.
Yeah, 12 pitch at bat there by Guevara, and a great play by Larson. He, of course, running back right there on the wall, but he knew the speed of Stanfield at second base and turned around, got it in as quickly as.
Sometimes what he's doing as a freshman in right field is being underlooked.
Yeah. This is the matchup you're looking for, lefty-lefty.
So now a runner at second, 2 down, and the first pitch to Ballou misses inside to make it ball 1. That fastball just off the plate from Jump. As we see personnel make their way down to the bullpen for LSU. Pitch count headed into 80 for Jump. The 1-0. Breaking ball low, outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Ballou, the freshman, hitting .298 coming into this at bat, singled through the right side his first time up. And there's some action headed down to the LSU bullpen as Gage Jump's pitch count is just over 80.
2-0, sent back foul. Off the bat of Ballou. That's 2-1.
Saw Aiden Moffitt head down there. Looks like Justin Lohr's down there.
Runner at second, 2 down. The 2-1. Swing and a foul off the bat of Ballou, but it does even the count. So Gage Jump probably going to hear the fans get on their feet here. Tried to help him get the Tigers back in the dugout. They lead 1-0. Auburn threatening here in the top of the 5th inning with the speed of Stanfield down at second base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out to Ballou. Jump kicks and fires. Cold strike 3. Down on strikes goes Ballou, and Gage Jump with a huge bottom of the 5th inning, and Josh Pearson going to lead it off for the Tigers. Pearson batting for the second time tonight. Down on strikes his first time up. He'll swing at the first pitch, send it high in the air down the line. Left field way, out of play. And it's 0-1. As promised, LSU legend joining us here in the broadcast booth. Hall of Famer, national champion, just all around GOAT of college baseball, Skip Bertman. Coach, it is great to see you, sir.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Very impressed with the radio folks. They do a great job. I even learned about a pink moon.
Yeah, you heard that the other night.
Last time.
Coach, did you go outside and check the moon?
We found out, Doug did some scientific study. It's dingy yellow, not pink. Here's a swing and a miss. Pearson now looking at a 1-2 count. Skip, I know you love the game of baseball. We see you here at the box so many times. What a game we got so far.
This is it. Folks, the Auburn pitcher is good. I don't know what he's done in the past, but he is very sharp tonight. That breaking ball right there is just unbelievably strong.
Got Pearson to swing, got a little piece of it, but held on to by Strickland, and Pearson down on strikes for the second time, and
well,
Coach,
you've certainly got an eye for the game. Of course, I'm sitting here looking at the stats, and I know that he's at 72% strikes. He's thrown 47 pitches, 34 for strikes, so you're dead on. He is in the zone early, and he's got that breaking ball dialed in.
Yeah, he's very good tonight. I don't know what he's done before.
Travinsky stands in. DH takes the first pitch off speed, misses outside, and it's 1-0.
Doug, we had another bases empty homer.
Yeah, another bases empty homer. We had 3 of those to lead off innings the other night.
This pitch low and in the dirt, blocked up by Strickland. Now 2-0 to Travinsky, who, by the way, popped out to the second baseman Hernandez his first time up.
Here's a 2-0 count.
Watts will fire to the plate, and it's fouled off by Hayden. Make it 2-1.
Coach, Tommy White seems to be getting hot again.
Yes.
And I said when he hit that home run, a special hitter, a good sign of a special hitter is one that's able to hit the ball to the opposite field with power. Over your time here at LSU, who was one of the better players that you either coached against or that played for you that was able to hit the ball, drive the ball to the opposite field like Tommy White?
Maybe Joe Bell, Lyle Mouton.
Yeah.
Of course, I had some good ones, but I'll tell you, the Tank is a first-round draft pick in my mind.
3-1, swing and a miss.
He's terrific. The way he hits with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
I've seen him in practice. He works hard. He's got to be a first-round draft pick. They'd be crazy.
It's not just a power thing, Coach.
No.
He's hitting 341 coming into this game.
Payoff delivery upcoming. Watts looks in. The 3-2 pitch. Travinsky drives one high and deep to left field. Going to the wall is Freeman. He'll make a leap, and this baby is gone. Hayden Travinsky with home run number 13, and boy, does Hayden love that left field line. It's now 2-0 LSU.
Yeah, that one's way, way high up in the air. A towering home run, just 94 miles an hour off the bat, but somehow a no-doubter. Hayden Travinsky into the Bartlett Group left field landing. And you're right, partner. It seems like he favors specifically that little portion of the stadium.
He has hit him to right, as you know. But he goes after it, and proud of Travinsky. He's the leader on the team, and of course has been for years.
Another solo home run, but it's about all you can get when a guy's just not putting runners on base with the walk.
Right, he won't walk anybody. His pitch count is much less than Cage jump.
He's at 53 and jumps at 82.
Braswell stands in 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch, a strike from Watts, the 0-1.
I want to congratulate, boys, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Braswell has really come on as a hitter. We got Jay and Wanaka, the coaches that have done so well. He's a leading hitter in the conference and has done great for us. Very proud of him.
Here's the 1-1 to Michael. A called strike. Nice job by Watts.
Wasn't that a breaking ball?
Yep.
Sure was. Spot on again, Coach. 345 in SEC plays, up over 306 coming into this at bat overall in the season, and he certainly has done very well offensively.
1-2.
No,
inside.
good take.
Yeah, inside at the belt. Braswell not offering on a tough pitch inside. That'll leave the count 2-2.
Coach, what do you think about this? We have a computer screen here showing us the strike zone as soon as the ball crosses the threshold.
2-2.
I'll tell you, I wish I had a track man in the dugout when I was coaching, and I could look at it like you, and I wouldn't be arguing with the coach, the umpire so much.
So Michael's worked it full now with 1 out, nobody on. Watts again, 2 solo home runs he's given up. Other than that, he has been spectacular for Auburn in this start. The payoff, beautiful breaking ball below the letters, and a called strike 3. Braswell down on strikes. That's the second out of the inning. And we've seen it again for the second time. Doug gave up the solo home run to Tommy White, came back with a strikeout, gives up the solo home run to Travinsky, comes back with a strikeout. There's 2 gone, and that'll bring Milam to the plate.
And this guy will tell you right here that that's exactly what you want to see after the home run. First of all, if they give up the home run, it's part of baseball, right? Just make sure there's nobody on base. He's checked that box.
Right.
And then come back with a strikeout right after that to show that you're still in control of the game.
First pitch to Milam.
Now, they do have some people in the pen for Auburn indicating to us that the pitcher doesn't go deep into the ball game.
Well, you mentioned what he's done this year, Coach. He was actually a bullpen guy his first 9 appearances.
Is that right?
He started his last 3 outings. The first game he started was against Tennessee. So not even a midweek game to get him ready to start. He just threw him right into the fire.
Wow.
2-0 count now to Milam. Milam flight out to left field. Back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch and a ground ball bouncer foul first base side. Make it 2-1 now.
Stephen Milam's played well, don't you think?
Oh man, he has been.
As a freshman, he hit 600 or so in high school. I know all about that. But he's done well, especially on defense. But he can hit. He can hit at any time. He can lash one. But its center fielder is awfully shallow.
Here's the pitch, and another ground ball foul down the first base side. What's impressive to me, Coach, is you look at Milam, who's had 40 games played, 37 starts as a true freshman. Sometimes you see those guys play well to start, maybe run into a wall and readjust. He's batting .301. We're late in the season.
Right, absolutely. Nice call. Yeah, he stayed right with it, and the defense, he's really spectacular.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. The pitch to Milam. Did he go around? They say he did. Couldn't hold back. Nice pitch by Watts. Got him to chase low and in 6th inning. It'll be Hernandez to lead it off. His second at bat in the 9 spot tonight. He's 0 for 1. Gage Jump continues on the mound. The first pitch to the right-handed hitter. Low and inside for ball 1. We continue to visit with the LSU legend, Skip Bertman. Nice enough to join us here in the booth. And Coach, I'd love to get your thoughts on what I've heard Jay Johnson say a lot here of late as the 1-0 is lifted foul in the air. First base side, Jones running hard. Milazzo coming over, but it drops behind the screen off the top of the dugout. Jay has said many times, and I know you've said this and believe this, baseball can be a humbling sport. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it will get you. And Jay said he's really been prepared. He said what people might not realize, it's not always been win-win-win. He's been through some tough times. He's trying to lead this young team and through that.
He's been great, folks. I mean, he's kept the positive attitude. I was at practice for the whole entire time Thursday. He's really on top of everything. And I think this is the lineup that he likes tonight. I think that he may stay with this tomorrow and the next day.
The 2-1 to Hernandez. Beautiful breaking ball in there for Jump. That'll even the count 2-2.
Coach, I have a small bone to pick with you. We talk, we communicate a lot, but I had to find out before the game from the legend Bill Franquez when he announced to the Alec Box crowd that you were going to be here tomorrow. I think signing your book before the game. I had to see it on the jumbotron. I didn't even hear about this from you. I had to hear about it today before the game.
Thanks, Doug. Yeah, at 4 o'clock to game time at 6. I'll be by the statue, and hopefully we can sell some books. But even if you already bought a book, bring it in, get it signed. Just meet some people. You know, I love them. By the way, Glenn Gelbo did a nice job. I didn't write the book. Glenn Gelbo spoke to 100 players and fans and got he put it together real well.
Hernandez grounds out. Another good play by Braswell on a high hop. 6-3 ground out. First out of the inning. Now we'll see top of the order. Weiss back to the plate, batting for the 3rd time. Couple of strikeouts so far to Gage Jump as the first pitch. Well, and inside.
Excuse me. They turned the order over.
Yep.
So this is a big. This inning, and of course next inning, like usual, 7th inning. It's a big inning.
There's a breaking ball for a strike. Evens it up. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Weiss.
So we do have a left-hander, Coach, starting to warm up, and a right-hander. You've got Christian Little and Justin Lohr.
Showing bunt, but pulling it back as the pitch is outside is Weiss. 2-1.
So Cooper Weiss, of course, Jump's going to handle him, but Freeman is a right-handed.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Sharply hit ground ball to Milam. Nice. Spinning, throws to Jones in time.
Very nice play.
2 gone.
It's a way to stay after it with this is a large pitch count.
It looks like Gage Jump wanted to finish this inning on his own. 93 pitches, though. You would assume this might be it for him.
Might be, but maybe not, because he's going to face the big guy, 2-6.
Yeah, the left-hander.
Yeah, coming up lefty, if he can get this guy out, of course.
First pitch to Freeman.
Back.
Shot to right center field. Kling uses his speed to get under it and fields it for
Thanks a lot.
number 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Again, Alex Milazzo, LSU starting catcher, will lead it off. It'll be Milazzo, top of the order. Kling, then Larson. Tigers 2 runs on 2 hits. Solo home runs. That's the difference in this one. Showing bunt. Alex pulls it back, but a strike nonetheless from Dylan Watts, who begins his 6th inning of work. Giving up just 2 hits, 2 solo home runs. He's given up just 5 home runs on the season. Again, in his time out of the bullpen as well in a starting role, as that pitch inside to Alex. We'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Alex, a strikeout victim to Watts, who's got 8 of those tonight. for Auburn. Again, both teams got the bullpens up and working here with both starters approaching the century mark. There's a ground ball down the line, foul at third off the bat of Milazzo. Great to see Skip. Great to have him in here.
I wish he could sit with us all night. I mean, just listen to him say the center fielders played in and the lefties on deck. I mean,
nothing gets by.
It gives me the chills, man. I mean, he's well into his 80s and does not miss a thing when it comes to the game of baseball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Watts, the pitch to Milazzo. Beautiful breaking ball. They say outside corner, called strike. That is the 9th K of the evening for Dylan Watts. 1 gone. Milazzo retired by way of strikeout. We'll see Paxton Kling, who's been caught looking twice tonight, for the Auburn starter, Dylan Watts. Fans, a reminder, when the Tigers of LSU win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50 the day after an LSU baseball victory, and you'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. So with 1 down, Paxton Kling to get something going here. The Tigers again just 2 hits so far tonight off Watts. Fortunately for Auburn, they have been over the fence. Tommy White to right center field. Hayden Travinsky right down the left field line. First pitch, ball 1 to Kling, and it's 1-0. One-0 pitch. Called strike. Evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield playing straight up for Auburn here. As 1-1 comes in, swing and a miss. Kling early on that off-speed delivery from Watts and falls behind 1-2. Kling awaits the 1-2 pitch. Sharply hit ground ball, but a beautiful short hop handled by Guevara, and he will throw to first in time for the second out. He made that look very easy and smooth, and it was not.
That was major league caliber right there. I mean, that ball had a little bit of juice on it. Didn't get the exit speed on TrackMan, but definitely hit pretty hard, and he came up, got it right on the short hop, and fired a strike over across the infield.
So now we'll see Ashton Larson, who's 0 for 2. He's put bat on ball. In fact, smoked one down the first base line, handled nicely by McMurray last time in the 4th inning. As Watts misses with the first offering inside 1-0. I mentioned Auburn, much like LSU, they've had some games that really felt like late they were able to go put in the win column and just unable to close the deals. The 1-0 again inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Larson. I mean, you look back at their conference schedule. Played a tough series with Arkansas at home when the Razorbacks were #1 in the land back in mid to late March. Here's the 2-0. Larson puts a swing on it, but fouls it back out of play. Really made Texas A&M work. You look at that, those 3 games in Bryan College Station. It was a 9-7 A&M win, 12-8 A&M win, and a 10-9 and 12 innings in game 3. 2 outs, nobody on. The 2-1 to Larson, and Ashton again puts bat on ball, but it's fouled out of play left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, arguable. You could definitely say that these 2 teams had the toughest go the first 6 series of the year in the SEC. Of course, LSU on the road for 6 series. No one else did that, and Auburn had a pretty tough road to hoe as well.
2 outs, nobody on. The 2-2, and again Ashton Larson stays alive as he fights that off. Even last weekend in Starkville at Mississippi State, again, the weather forced them to play 2 on Sunday, so 2 7-inning games. They took it to 8 in that 3rd game of the series and came up short 4-3 late in that contest. Here's the 2-2. Ooh, just missed. Good eye by Larson on a pitch inside. That will fill the count now 3-2 to the LSU right fielder. Watts looks in. Payoff pitch.
Oh.
Up the middle, base hit. Going to drop down in front of Stanfield. Larson battled and battled and battled and finally broke through with a base hit up the middle to center field. A 2-out single gets a runner.
He's allowed 22 hits, only 8 earned runs, 14 walks, and 32 strikeouts.
Last year, Armstrong pitched an inning in that series over on the Plains, where Auburn took 2 of 3 from LSU late in the SEC slate. Armstrong, his 3rd season on the Plains, will pitch. Tommy White, base hit up the middle. Gets right between Weiss and Hernandez, left of second base. So back-to-back 2-out singles have LSU runners first and second. That will get Jared Jones to the plate now.
By the way, those sweet kicks that Tommy White and several other players, Pearson and others, are wearing tonight, they're doing that in honor of the Blue Boot Foundation. If you want to learn more, bluebootfoundation.com. My good friends Darby and Nicole Bourgeois started it. It's all about water safety and prevention of childhood drowning. It's just an incredible organization. It's an incredible story. You should go learn more about it today. But these LSU players have decided to represent that foundation wearing those cleats tonight, Chris.
First pitch to Jared Jones, called strike. Breaking ball from Armstrong gets him ahead early. Jones tonight struggled against Watts. Fly ball out to right and a strikeout victim in the 4th inning. The 0-1 way out in front. As Armstrong pulls the string at 77 miles an hour, gets ahead quickly 0-2 with 2 down. It's been a very successful partnership between LSU and with the Blue Boots, and as Doug says, several of them wearing the quote-unquote Blue Boots tonight. Here's the 0-2. That ball sails outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, I tell you, it's an example of how good things can come from tragedy, and God's always got a plan. And I tell you, Darby and his wife are doing a great job of spreading this message, and of course, inevitably preventing the loss of life for young children around water.
The 1-2 fastball missed low at the ankles. It'll even the count to Jones. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jones leads the team with 18 home runs. He's got 9 doubles, 2 triples. He's driven in 39 runs on the year. He's batting .319 with 2 outs, .377 with runners on, .323 with runners in scoring position. Armstrong's 2-2 and a swing and a miss. And Armstrong gets the strikeout. So coming in out as Gage Jump continues his work, and the first pitch offered up to McMurray, a slow roller that Braswell in the defensive shift having to come way over from shortstop with Milam in shallow right field, and Braswell showing his speed, got to the play, made a good throw, and able to get McMurray out for out number 1.
Yeah, that's one of those. I really don't know how to keep the score there. I mean, the shortstop fielded the ball, but it was at the second base position. So we'll go 4-3. But Skip Bertman was right, by the way. Gage Jump stayed in to face the big lefty.
Amazing, isn't it?
Tell you what.
Another ground ball sharply hit at Milam. Milam puts his body in front of it, knocks it down, gets the throw to Jones in time. Very quick work for Gage Jump as that fastball was bounced right at Milam, but quickly 2 out.
Yeah, here comes third base coach. I don't know if that's Butch Thompson or not. Can't get a number right now, but I promise he's saying, hey, let's take a couple pitches here and maybe try to get him up over 100 pitches and get to the bullpen. I'm pretty surprised that, what is that, 3 pitches to get to 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
No, that's Auburn legend Gabe Gross, who knows a lot about what you need to do to slow down a successful pitcher. And so a wise move by Auburn's legend and third base coach now. Again, associate head coach for Coach Thompson. So try to break up the rhythm a little bit before.
Dude could swing it.
Yes, he could, before Hall comes to the plate. Hall tonight, by the way, is 0 for 2. Auburn scoreless on 2 hits. Stanfield with a base hit and Ballou with a base hit off of Jump. First pitch to Hall. Low and inside for ball 1.
I feel like Gabe Gross played a little Auburn football too. I'm gonna have to look this up. Something makes me think he played a little bit of football.
Hall with an open stance from the left side as the pitch rides high. 2-0.
Well, I tell you, there's not a lot of scoring around the league tonight.
2-0 pitch. It's a strike at the knees to Hall. Make it 2-1.
He did play a little quarterback for Auburn. Talk about a heck of an athlete.
2-1. There's a swing and a miss sent on the hands, and now after falling behind early, it's an even count. Jump had 98 pitches last Friday in that spectacular outing against Missouri. He's hit the century mark. This will be pitch 101. The 2-2 and a swing and a miss. So after getting behind 2-0, battles back 3 straight strikes. Excellent job by Jump to record his 6th strikeout of the night. That'll do it for Auburn. LSU and Auburn. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-0 LSU leading. Great job by both pitchers in a starting role, and the early indication from John Armstrong out of the bullpen for Auburn. He came in, did exactly what Coach Thompson wanted him to do, and again he continues the tradition that Dylan Watts started, and that's throw strikes. First delivery to Pearson, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Pearson 0 for 2 on the night. A couple of strikeouts to Watts as that pitch inside, but leaving it up 1-1. Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Just visit Cintas.com. Get ready for the workday. The 1-1 just about hit Pearson. He's able to get the arm out of the way. 2-1 the count. Armstrong again coming in. 2.73 ERA. Didn't give up 1 hit, but came back with a strikeout to end it for LSU. High chopper towards second base. Hernandez had to wait on it, but eventually gloves it. Gets it to first base in time to get the speedy Pearson for out number 1. Josh retired for the 3rd time tonight. We'll see Hayden Travinski, who has one of the 2 home runs tonight for the Tigers. Had a solo shot down the left field line, his 13th of the year.
Yeah, Dylan Watts' final line, very impressive. 5 2/3, 3 hits. 2 of those were solo home runs. So he had 2 runs and 2 earned runs. No walks, 9 strikeouts. Pretty solid performance.
Pitch by Armstrong, sails outside with a slider, and it's 1-0.
If it weren't for Gage Jump going 7 innings, only allowing 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 6 strikeouts.
1-0 pitch misses low. Hayden leaves it alone. It's 2-0.
How about Jump? Last 2 SEC outings, 14 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 20 strikeouts, and 1 walk.
Base hit right back up the middle off the bat of Hayden Travinski. 2nd hit of the ball game. Just good solid hitting right there. Just right back where it came from. And with 1 out, Tigers of LSU with a runner aboard, and that will bring Michael Braswell.
I mentioned some low scoring affairs around the league. Tennessee and Missouri have gone final. The Vols winning 3-2 in that one. Vanderbilt threw a shutout against Mississippi State. That one's gone final as well. 4-0 Vanderbilt won.
It's a breaking ball for a strike from Armstrong, make it 0-1 to Braswell, who grounded out Guevara at 3rd and was caught looking by Watts last time in the 5th frame. Travinski a very short lead off of 1st. No real threat to steal, but Braswell will slam this one down the right field line. Travinski around 2nd. He'll make his way into 3rd. And Braswell will stay with a single, but runners on the corners with 1 out. Again, great piece of hitting by Braswell. Got the bat right where the baseball was. Had the ability to drive it down the right field line. Good play out there by Ballou to cut it off. Otherwise, I think Travinski might have had a chance to make a play and try to get home, but good job of getting it back to the infield.
Yeah, and smart base running by Braswell. He had it in his mind to stretch that into 2, but he saw what you just said, how quickly Ballou was able to cut it off down the right field line, and he decided to stay at first base. So Tigers will have him 1st and 3rd with 1 out, and we'll have a pitching, at least a pitching visit. Maybe not.
With runners on the corners, just 1 out. Pitch to Steven. Get a piece, foul it back. LSU baseball this season, 23-3 on the year when they out-hit their opponents. Again, this game not quite over with, but 6-2 they've out-hit Auburn thus far. But they have struggled in the latter innings of games. The 0-1 showing bunt, but can't put a bat on it, is Milam. He'll fall behind 0-2. That's a little bit why I think Jay Johnson, Doug, was happy with the performance last week at Missouri, even in the 8-7 loss in Game 2, is the fact that LSU scored 5 runs in the 8th and the 9th.
Yeah.
Those last 2 innings, LSU has struggled. In fact, they've been outscored on the year 42-29 in those 2 frames. Runners on the corners. The 0-2 to Milam. High and outside, make it 1-2 on a fastball missing from Armstrong. Pearson grounded out to Hernandez at second base. Travinci would single up the middle. Braswell would single to right field. There's a swing and a miss by Milam. Nice job by Armstrong there with the breaking ball. And Milam down on strikes. Armstrong records his second punch out. And that will bring the Tigers of LSU to the bottom of the order. And Alex Milazzo, who's 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts, but due for a good at bat. See if he can get one here. Certainly would please head coach Jay Johnson, because you've said it twice, but I guarantee you Jay's down there saying it in his head over and over. We need more than 2 runs.
You can bet on that.
First pitch to Alex, way outside. Good job by Strickland sliding over to glove it. 1-0.
Yeah, you really want to take advantage of those runner on third, less than 2 out opportunities. Worst case scenario is a strikeout, so you know Milam not happy with himself there.
1-0 and a strike at the letters. And the breaking ball will leaving it up 1-1. Last Jack Griffin Herring.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Herring to start off the 8th.
Yep. He looks like he is ready to go now. The 1-1. Fouled off the bat. Little tapper towards the on deck circle of the first base dugout. We'll get Milazzo behind in the count 1-2.
Now, I think that's the other reason, Chris, that he'd love to see more than 2 runs. So perhaps maybe he doesn't have to burn Griffin Herring tonight, because the ideal situation would be to not use Herring on Friday or Saturday and have the option to start him on Sunday.
Runners first and third with 2 outs. The 1-2 to Milazzo. Way up high. He'll fake the throw to second, then throw down to third, and just getting back is Travinci, who belly flops his way back to the third base bag.
Almost got Travinci with one of his own tricks, the old pump fake down to second. Look back to third. Travinci bit with a couple steps, but had to quickly get back to third base. And he's in safely.
We'll get back with the right hand. Again, Braswell advancing to second. So with 2 outs, runners second and third. Milazzo, the chance to add to his RBI total. He will launch a gapper to left center field. He'll do just that. Bounces off the track and off the left center field wall. That will score both runs. Travinci and Braswell in. A 2-run double for Alex Milazzo. RBI 6 and 7, his second double of the season. It's now a 4-0 LSU lead.
Definitely his biggest double of the season, and what a great at bat with 2 strikes there from Milazzo to battle it out all the way through, and that is a huge 4th run. Saw Tommy White on top step of the dugout pounding that top pad. Boy, I tell you, everybody in that dugout knows how big that run is, especially Jay Johnson.
So the Tigers again strike with 2 outs in the inning to extend the lead 4-0. Now 4 runs on 7 hits. Back to the top of the order, and Paxton Kling with Milazzo down at second base. Pitch to Paxton. Going to hit him. Catches him in the leg. Kling will make his way down to first base. That's hit by pitch number 71 for LSU on the year. And Auburn with action in the bullpen. Here's Armstrong able to get the 2 outs, then got runners aboard, and then gave up the double to left center field to score 2 runs. Now a hit by pitch catches Kling on the hip. That will bring Ashton Larson to the plate, but before that, Everett Tieford is back out on his way to the mound.
Yeah, they're going to go get Parker Carlson now with the second mound visit. It's going to be a right-handed junior out of Mobile, Alabama.
Pitching change powered by your hometown John Deere dealer in Sunshine. LSU's extended the lead 4-0. Still here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 outs, 2 men on. Larson tonight is 1 for 3. His base hit came in the 6th inning. First delivery missed inside from Carlson. Larson's base hit, as Doug pointed out, referred to it really as a professional at bat. Great job by Larson to eventually get the pitch he could work with. Sailed a single up the middle. Here's the 1-0. That one down the middle for Carlson to even it up 1-1.
Larson find his way on, and maybe a Tommy Takes grand slam.
Runners first and second. The 1-1 strike at the knees will get Carlson ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlson made 15 appearances last year. Finished with a 4.5 ERA. Had 1 career save. Got his first career save. Larson late swing, but stays alive. Got a piece. Keeps the count 1-2. Things starting to heat up for LSU on the field, but fans, remember, as the temperatures rise, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Colder, cleaner, and longer lasting since 1997. Check them out at slowmeltice.com. That's SLOMELTICE.com. 2-man on, 2 outs, the 1-2, and a foul ball. Burner down the first base line. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ashton Larson.
This is starting to remind me of his last at bat. It was in a 1-2 count, fouled off several pitches, and then hit a line drive right back up the middle.
Get Milazzo with a 2-run double at second. Paxton Kling hit by a pitch at first. LSU's done all of their damage with 2 runs on 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Carlson checks the runner. Kicks and fires the 1-2. Larson lifts it into shallow left field. Freeman coming in on the run and will drop in front of him. Milazzo with 2 outs, never stopped running. He makes his way into home from third base, and Larson again a spectacular at bat. This time a little flare. Texas leaguer into shallow left field. Freeman playing deep, could not get to it. Milazzo with 2 outs, both runners off and running. Everybody's safe, and Milazzo scores to make it a 5-0 LSU lead.
Yeah, Larson was working late there with 2 strikes. Actually got beat on that fastball. But sometimes it's not about hitting it hard, it's about hitting it where they ain't. And he gets the job done right there.
And we'll get Tommy White to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th.
Back-to-back multi-home run games.
Had the solo shot in the 4th inning to break a 0-0 tie, and had a single in the 6th inning. So 2 for 3 tonight is Tommy Tanks, who, as the legend Skip Bertman said, isn't just a power hitter, he's a great hitter.
First rounder, by the way.
So White digs in, open stance from the right side. Runners first and second, still 2 outs. Parker Carlson to the plate. Tommy White, big swing, fouled out of play right side.
Well, he's got it in his mind, that's for sure.
You would think that on Tuesday night, a line drive shot to left field, there'd be a certain individual that maybe doesn't want to see another home run come his way. That would not be true.
No.
There is one fan in the left field landing that wants to see another home run come his way.
I think he'd let it hit him in his head again, honestly.
Here's the 0-1. Tommy White skies one a mile high to right.
Fair.
Over into foul territory near the bullpen, and making the grab and tripping over the bump is Ballou, and who is a little slow to get up. Runners first and second. Carlson trying to make sure it doesn't come back to bite him, and he does. Beautiful breaking ball for a call, strike 3. Carlson will send Tommy White back to the dugout, and that's the first strikeout for Carlson out of the bullpen. But LSU extends their lead. Played 3 innings before getting to LSU. He's been highly touted, but due to injury did not have a lot of innings under his belt. And that's a great sign for the Tigers as Little takes over and Stanfield stands in, who's 1 for 2. He's got one of the 2 base hits for Auburn off of Gabe Jump tonight. And the first pitch, a called strike from Little, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, this will be Christian Little's 15th appearance. He's worked 15 and a third innings, allowed 20 hits, 13 runs. He has given up 9 walks and has 17 strikeouts.
Here's the 0-1. Outside, grabbed by Milazzo. A couple of changes in the field. Mac Bingham going to take over in left for LSU, and Jake Brown, the freshman out of Sulphur, Louisiana, inserted for Larson in right field. The 1-1. Low and outside from Little, make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
All breaking balls so far. Little's fastball this year has been up to 96 miles an hour.
2 balls, 1 strike to Stanfield. The pitch from Little. Called strike at the belt. Again, off speed. Nice delivery and location. We'll leave in the count 2-2. Stanfield readies the bat. Little kicks and the 2-2.
Yep.
Called strike 3. Stanfield couldn't quite fully commit to the swing. And a called strike 3 nonetheless by home plate umpire David Savage. Will have Little ringing up his first strikeout. Will be his 18th recorded on the year. And we'll see Guevara, the third baseman, who so far tonight is 0 for 2 in the 7-hole. Little delivers a beautiful breaking ball that almost had Guevara backing out, and it's 0-1.
All breaking balls so far.
Here's a swing and a miss. Is that cutter he's at?
Yeah.
0-2.
88 miles an hour. I like it a lot.
The 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Got him to chase low and away. Down on strikes goes Guevara. Now 2 down, 2 strikeouts for Little out of the bullpen.
Christian Little's got a little extra pep in his step tonight out there. Oh yeah, he's feeling it.
Now we'll see. With 2 down, Cade Ballou, the freshman right fielder. Ballou, like Stanfield, the only other Auburn hitter with a base hit tonight. He's 1 for 2. His single came in the 3rd inning. Pitch to the left-hander, down the middle for a strike.
Then all of a sudden, here's that 96 mile an hour heater we were talking about.
Little's 0-1. Swing and a miss. That one off the plate. Ballou still trying to catch up to it. Couldn't do. Another back-to-back heater, and it's 0-2. Crowd making some noise here with 2 down, nobody on, and Little's 0-2 delivery. Called strike 3. Paints the inside corner like Michelangelo. Another partner of LSU athletics. The Tigers again. He's gotten enough offense. In fact, 5 runs now on 8 hits. A couple of things Jay Johnson mentioned to me coming off the Missouri series was, hey, we won 2 out of 3. Got the run rule win on Friday night 12-1, but the offense is getting better, and you see that in these numbers. Runners on, the Tigers 4 of 7 tonight. As this first pitch absolutely hammered down the line by Jared Jones. He'll round the corner at first. On his way into second, he'll have a stand-up leadoff double here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That is double number 10 for the Bear.
Yeah, another 109 miles an hour off the bat for Bear Jones. I promise you, more than half those doubles have been about 109 miles an hour as he is able to find the barrel yet again.
So Mac Bingham, who we told you took over for Pearson in left field in the top of the 8th inning, will bat for the first time at .279 average. Runner at second. He'll square to bunt, brings it back, but a strike offered up by Hayden Murphy.
Yeah, new pitcher.
Comes in to pitch for Auburn. Jared Jones didn't give us time to even talk about it.
No.
He was up there ready to swing. The 0-1 to Bingham against squares. Pops it straight up into the air. Coming in is Murphy near the third base line, and he will have it for the out. Not the plan
Nope.
they wanted to execute there for the first out of the inning, and Jones remains at second base.
Yeah, Hayden Murphy, the new pitcher, actually plays a little infield as well. Sophomore, 6'3", 191 pounds. Out of Chula, Georgia. This is his 10th outing of the year. He's worked 9 2/3, allowed 10 hits, 4 earned runs. He has 7 walks, and 10 strikeouts.
So now we'll see Travinski. Hayden tonight 2 for 3 at the plate. Pitches a strike at the knees to make it 0-1. Hayden with a solo homer down the line and left in the 5th inning. Singled, came around to score in the 7th. The 0-1 for Murphy. And a swing and a miss as he couldn't quite hold back. Hayden falls behind, 0-2. Again, the wind working in Hayden's favor here. Still blowing strong right to left. 1 out, runner at second, a 5-0 LSU lead. Murphy fires. Hayden swings again. This one a high fly ball to left field. Freeman, though, has rooms, goes back, steps up, makes the play. Jones will have to stay put once again at second base. 2 gone. Fans, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Just text the word home run to 31996. Get your $59 AC system check. AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. Michael Braswell in the 7-hole tonight is 1 for 3. Had a single in the 7th inning, scored a run. And Travinski brought in by that 2-run double from Milazzo. Murphy's off-speed pitch catches the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Jones takes his lead off second. Murphy fires the 0-1. Braswell sends it back foul. 0-2 the count. Michael able to lay back, drive his single down the right field line. Jones with a leadoff double down at second base. Braswell trying to make something of it here with 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Again, a swing and a foul out of play over the first base dugout.
Yeah, with that single, Braswell has now hit safely in 9 straight games.
Murphy's 0-2 delivery short of the plate, blocked up by Strickland. Knocks it down, tracks it down in front of home plate. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Back here tomorrow, game 2 in this series. First pitch just after 6 o'clock. Two outs. Jones off of second. The 1-2 to Braswell. Again in the dirt. Strickland able to knock it down. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a great day to come here to the box. High temperature 87 degrees, but nothing but sunshine skies tomorrow. 2-2. Breaking ball, but it missed off the plate. That'll fill the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Braswell putting up a fight at the plate after getting behind early. 0-2. Shortstop, a very skilled hitter, looking to get his pitch. A 3-2 low for ball 4, and a great at bat for Braswell. 2 outs, he'll head down, reach base for the second time tonight. And get Stephen Milam, the freshman, to the plate. He's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 3, a fly out and a couple of strikeouts. A reminder, Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier, proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. Milam facing Murphy for the first time tonight, and the pitch outside, ball 1. Saw Christian Little come out of the bullpen, strike out the side in the top of the 8th inning.
Looks like Lohr down there now.
1-0, strike at the belt on the inside corner. Murphy with the fastball evens it up 1-1. Coach Thompson right now happy to let Hayden Murphy ride it out for the foreseeable future as Milam sends one in the air to left field. Freeman coming over near the line, and he will have it for out number 3. So the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit. Scoreless on 2 hits. They've left 2 men on. Pinch hitter will lead it off as Christian Little will continue to work, and the first pitch, a strike to make it 0-1. Mason Mainers, the pinch hitter for Auburn, hitting in the 9 spot for Hernandez as that pitch short of the plate makes it 1-1. Mainers with his 112th plate appearance. He's batting .306, including .676 when leading off. Here's the 1-1. Swing and over the mound. Little couldn't get it. Milam takes it on the short hop. Throws quickly to Jones in time to get the out. A play by Milam charging in. He had Little with that big frame go up, try to get it, but he never took his eye off the baseball. Made a sensational defensive play at second base to secure the first out. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU.
And that is not an easy play, running full speed toward the third baseline. Had to pivot throw across his body. Fired a strike to Jared Jones.
Top of the order we go. Cooper Weiss, who's 0 for 3. First pitch a little high and outside from Little, make it 1-0. Again, you mentioned it, partner. Weiss atop the order, leading base stealer. He's a threat once he gets aboard. 26 of 31 stolen bases. Tigers have not allowed it up to this point. As the 1-0, just a bit high, a tad outside, will make it 2-0 to Weiss. Struck out in the first and third to jump. Ground out back in the 6th inning to Milam at second base. 2-0. Swing and a foul. Slow roller to the dugout of the Tigers of LSU. 2-1. Get a reminder, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. It's going to warm up. Text home run to 31996. Get that $59 AC system check from AccuTemp Services. 2-1. Another bouncer right at Milam. This time he'll handle, pump, fire to first. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in the top of the 9th inning.
Christian Little, man. I mean, he's had some good outings, but I don't know that I remember many where he's got the breaking ball, the cutter, and the fastball as dialed in as he does tonight.
Caleb Freeman, a left-hander, stands in with 1 out to work with here in the top of the 9th. Little delivers down the middle for a strike, and it's 0-1. That fastball at 94. Better believe Jay Johnson, Nate Yeske taking note of this performance thus far for Christian Little. Here's the 0-1. Low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Auburn tonight 2 for 28 at the plate. The 1-1. Strike on the inside corner at the knees. 1-2. Now Little works ahead. Tiger fans here at the box get on their feet. Nobody on. 2 down. A 1-2 count to Freeman with the Tigers of LSU leading 5-0. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Tigers win. Tigers win.